The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
All right, fellas, Bring a Friend Night. We back. Got the crew here. You know, we here to talk, you know, whatever's going on out here. You know, typical crew is here. My black friend, OTG, whoever else want to stop by, roll through. You know how it goes. Anyway, let's see here, fellas. A lot of stuff happening, moving parts all over the place. But I did want to start in one spot because I've been dying to know y'all opinion on a certain thing here. And that's, I'm going to start off the show talking about Will Smith action. All right, so I'm bringing up Will Smith because right now, Bad Boys Ride or Die, which I did see that movie last weekend. It is good. It's burning it up at the box office, man. They did 54 million over the weekend, 104 million for the week. Number one movie in the world easily, just doing great ticket sales. And, you know, doing research on the ticket sales with that is that majority of the audience, I forget what the percentage, I think it was 70 to 80% of the percentage of people that are buying it are Black and Latino. So the brown people are the ones getting out to the movie supporting, you know, Bad Boys Ride or Die. But the reason why I was bringing up Will Smith is because there was a lot of stuff around Will Smith and the slap and Chris Rock and all that stuff. So I want to ask y'all, man, in this situation where all this stuff has happened, is this signaling that people weren't as mad as they thought they were, and Will Smith's, I guess, comeback is complete because this movie is a success? Or is this just a nostalgia thing because this is a franchise we know? What do y'all say?
I mean, not to sound ignorant, but was anybody pissed about the slap?
White people. And white comedians, and some black comedians. I don't think we was pissed. I don't think the public was pissed. I think the public was like, "Nigga, you stupid."
Yeah. I think if anything, we were a little disappointed because you know he kind of ruined his own night. You know, taking
his bitch ruined his night. Let's keep it a buck. His bitch ruined his night. He was a victim to his bitch. That's what happened with your soft.
I actually thought you were gonna bring up. And I'm gonna get it. Rob Schneider was just like shitting on Will Smith.
He was just shitting on him. Yeah.
So I thought that's what you was gonna bring up because you know, he was just shitting on him, saying that he's a fraud and that he's an asshole and all this other stuff. So I thought that was the route you were going with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you didn't see that. Like it was pretty. Yeah, he went in. Yeah. He went in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's salacious. I mean, so here's the thing. I know a lot of comedians. And that's because my parents grew up like booking tours, and they did travel agency. They had a travel agency, so they used to book flights and shit for a lot of comedians. And I know a lot of comedians were pissed about that shit because it's kind of an unwritten law of you don't run up on a comedian on the stage when they're doing a set, when they're performing. And regardless of what we feel, how lame the joke was, Chris Rock was at a show performing it. They asked him to perform it, and then Will Smith violated that shit, right? So a lot of comedians like, nigga, I will fucking shoot your ass fucking with me. Like, that's just the first thing. But I don't think the general public really cared. But when and I hate to be this guy, is Rob Schneider really wrong in saying what he's saying? Like, because we don't really truly know Will Smith. Nobody knows Will Smith except the niggas that's really, really close to him. He could absolutely be an asshole. A lot of them Hollywood type of motherfuckers are fucking assholes. So we don't know that he's not an asshole. I'm from that guy's perspective, maybe he's seen some shit. I don't know. I mean, I ain't seen him since fucking Deuce Bigalow. No. Grown Ups. Was that 10 years ago?
More than 10.
Right. So, like,
I mean, either way,
it could be a little home cooking, as y'all like to say. Or this nigga trying to get his name back out there or some shit. I don't know. But he aged like a fucking prune. God damn, he looks good.
Terrible.
He looks fucking terrible, bro.
But what I was gonna say, like, I saw a clip. He went to a movie theater and like went to the matinee
And he sat with
showing.
people, and
He
yeah.
sat with the people, and then like after the movie, he like hung around and took pictures with them and signed autographs and stuff. And I always think that's cool, especially for somebody like Will Smith, because you always hear the stories about people saying, "No, I don't want to sign your shit." Michael Jordan comes to mind.
Oh no, fuck them kids. Yeah. That nigga's crazy.
So,
But that's
I think
16
that's cool.
GOAT.
He said he does it for every movie.
Who's
premiere.
GOAT?
Michael Jordan ain't your GOAT?
No,
No, nigga. Oh, that's right. LeBron is your GOAT. Because LeBron is the GOAT. See, you see how I did it? LeBron is the GOAT. See how I did that? See how I tied it in? Anyway, you're right. You're right, Easy. But let me ask you this, just as like playing devil's advocate.
16,
Ain't
why we
that shit
talking? You
kind
need to watch
of
that video.
ain't that shit kind of fakey? Don't it seem kind of fake? Don't it seem kind of not like there's paid actors in that arena? It's kind of feel like it's kind of social media. Like it's kind of we're on the press junket. I'm going to surprise these fans and watch the movie with them. Like that sounds like some shit that your PR team put together to kind of clear up your image so that you could promote this movie. Don't that seem kind of
to your point? Yes. If he, because he claimed in the video that he's done it for every movie he's ever done. He goes and watches it with the people and get their reaction.
So ain't nobody said shit about
up to this point. It was legit because who the hell's recording you the whole time?
Right. Well, I get that. Even if that's true, even if what he said is, I watch all my movies with my fans, and you're telling me that for Bad Boys 2, right? You see Will Smith in the movie theater with you, and then afterwards he talking to y'all about how good the movie was, and nobody takes a picture, nobody posts that shit to social media, nobody. We haven't heard this shit ever about Will Smith doing this shit. There would be noise. There would be as they say in corporate world, there would be a fucking paper trail of information or pictures or Twitter posts of him doing that. People shouting him out doing that. He ain't done that. That's how I know this shit fake. And this ties back to my opinion that maybe I was gonna say Rob Riggle. What's his name? Deuce Bigelow is the only thing.
The fact that you gotta go back and remember Rob Snyder, I started trying to watch this video and I just can't, man, because I don't want to hear nothing from this dude either, man.
I mean, he looks like Trump Republican type shit.
No,
he looks like Trump
Rudy
Republican.
Giuliani.
God,
He got the liver
crazy.
spots. It's bad.
Yeah,
he looks bad. I don't know what the fuck happened to this nigga. He looks terrible, bro.
I don't want to hear that shit. And it's not like I'm in this defense of Will Smith. I just don't want to hear from him. This is the equivalent of like, it's like in the rap beef where it was like all this beef was going on, and then like it was like Big Sean trying to insinuate himself in the Drake and Kendrick thing. It's like, bro, you don't fit in this puzzle. Like, get your ass out of here.
That Drake and Kendrick shit went harder than niggas try to give him credit for initially, and I just gotta, take my victory lap. But I told y'all, motherfucking shit was gonna get out of goddamn control, and niggas didn't believe me at first. But it's all right, dog, because
let me
Debo be right.
On
Debo
for a second.
Debo is batting like 380 right now, nigga. I'm just saying, I ain't hitting them all the way out the park, but I'm getting doubles in this bitch.
But the reason why I brought that up about Will is because I guess there was some initial outrage, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that he slapped Chris Rock and everything, and then there were projects that were being put on hold and potentially not coming out and stuff like that. And I was like, the biggest thing that it brought a question to me was like, Chris Rock ain't no sympathetic figure in this. So why was all this rap? It seemed like people was trying to like, I can't believe he did that to Chris Rock. And I also agree that, Will shouldn't have slapped him. I said that before, but then at the same time, Chris Rock told a lame joke.
Okay.
All right. About somebody that he probably should have strayed away from. Like, that's toxic.
But why? What's toxic about it? Why? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go to any comedy club right now and sit in the front row looking with that hat, they gonna roast your ass too. They gonna talk shit about you.
Yeah, I don't care. But my thing is I don't care about that shit.
Okay, you don't, right? You don't. But that's because you know why you don't care about that shit? Not just because you don't care about that shit, because you're at a comedy show and you expect that shit. Yeah, when somebody's on stage telling jokes, you expect for maybe somebody to talk shit about people in the crowd, and you might be a victim. That's why my fat ass don't sit in the front row when I go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess I'm circling it back to is that there was some outrage from some people concerning it. I don't know why they were appalled. A lot of celebs were like, "Oh, I can't believe that happened. That's breaking the code," like you said, Debo. But then at the same time, man, like I wasn't running around Chris Rock because he ain't been funny in 25 years.
I think, and that's my problem with America. That's my problem with people, especially black folks. We literally victim blame all the fucking time. Like, let's just keep it a buck. If you want to look at it through just like a straight black and white lens, Chris Rock is the victim in this shit. He was working at work and somebody slapped him in his fucking face for doing what they paid him to do, which was talk shit about people. He talked shit about other folks in the crowd. They didn't get up and slap his ass.
That part I agree
and I think to Debo's point, like whether it's a comedy club or the opening set at an award ceremony, somebody's gonna get roasted. It happens at every award show. Like whether it's Monique or Miley Cyrus or whoever's hosting, right? They gonna roast people in the crowd. It's scripted. You gonna catch strays. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got some shit going on. So, I mean, just thinking back to that moment, right? Like that shit happened live, and the first thing everybody thought was, "No way, he just did that. Like that's scripted or something. Like that's part."
Niggas thought it was fake. That's how unbelievable it is. Niggas thought it was fake.
I don't watch award shows, so I saw that shit on Twitter, and I thought somebody like made a fake video because I could not believe that happened. At the Academy Awards, like there's no
even
way.
The slap looked kind of fake. The way he twisted his body, like like it was very soap opera-y. You feel me? Like like that. Like I was like, damn, that's some fake shit.
Like
and then niggas like, oh,
Chris Rock was like
and then when he dropped the "stay, keep my white name out your fucking mouth," I was like, oh, that nigga real. This is a nigga moment we just witnessed live.
We did. Chris Rock threw the chair, and then what came after that?
Did Chris throw the chair?
You can't do that, man. Like I've heard, amateur comedians roast the fuck out of somebody in the front row way worse than that.
Way worse.
Yeah. I'm just not giving Chris Rock no passes, though.
No, I mean I get what you're saying.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Y'all, the general public, that's why I don't think there was an outrage. I think the general public is like, fuck Chris Rock, he ain't funny. That nigga old. He old. Champagne Room been gone for a long fucking time. Fuck that nigga. And that's what pissed me off. It's like, we can totally negate the fact that this man was assaulted on stage. Literally. Because we don't think he's funny. Like, that's weird, bro.
We don't. And he told a joke that was just like, to this day, man, Ez just texted me again. What was it, yesterday, saying, bro, I still don't know what G.I. Jane is. He too young.
G.I. Jane is a movie that Demi Moore was in about bitches in the military before bitches could be in the military like that. I think she was trying to be a Marine or in the Army or some shit. And it was that we don't want women in our army type shit. So she shaved her fucking head. This is right after fucking Striptease. One of the best, titty stripper white bitch movies you're gonna see. Niggas was going crazy because her body was crazy. Her titties was out. I was like, damn, she got them titties, boy. Yitties is out. And then she go and cover up and wear fucking fatigues and do G.I. Jane. She did the movie where she got paid. That's how these actors do. They do the movie where they get a bunch of fucking money, then they try to do that serious role where they gonna win an award. Bitch, you didn't win nothing. That shit was a dumb movie. Nobody
terrible movie. Terrible movie.
You're not missing shit.
Yeah.
You might. What? We should make you watch it just to say you could be up on what's going on. But
no, if
I don't want to do that.
More interested in that other movie you mentioned, Striptease.
Striptease? Wait. Come on. You ain't never seen Striptease?
Listen, I'm just this thing.
What's the movie with the girl from Saved by the Bell? Have you seen that one? Do you remember 16, the one where Jesse from Saved by the Bell was stripping?
The name is. It was a big deal. It was the first NC-17 movie, and everybody was flipping out about it. And
first off, we was flipping out about it because it's Jesse from Saved by the Bell showing them titties, dog.
These niggas are old because I don't know nothing they talking about right now.
Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas y'all missing the classics. What y'all niggas grew up on? Miss Doubtfire, nigga?
Bro, just text us the name of the movies. We'll check it out. We'll find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you the name. That one for sure you gotta see. This bitch was fucking in the pool, nigga. Niggas was like, yo, this nigga getting dragged in the pool. Jesse from Saved by the Bell? Fucking
I will
It was
say this,
Showgirls.
though.
That was the name of it.
Showgirls. Thank you, bro.
I will say this about Will Smith because I was on a flight the other day and I was watching Enemy of the State, and that movie came out like right after he was done with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like,
yeah,
and I'm like, damn, man, Will Smith really like pivoted his career successfully, bro. That man went from a joking, clowning, clean rapper, whatever, to a role like that, Enemy of the State, and it's like, damn, like.
No, like you could really say he transitioned twice because he went from being a rapper, musician to fucking acting on TV is way different from acting in the movies.
True.
Yes,
Not everybody make that transition well, and so he didn't really killed all three, which is kind of crazy. But
he had 8 straight movies gross $100 million or more in a row.
Yeah,
I think he's got 15 #1 movies under his belt.
Got about 10 that ain't good.
I was gonna bring this up. Because I like Will. He's kind of up there with like the best actors. If you look, if you're looking at total, resume,
I agree.
You just name some of the stats. Like him, Denzel, they're like kind of in a league of their own, man. Like,
okay, first off, don't disrespect. Don't you dare disrespect Denzel.
What? They can be in a
because
tier.
Will can do 2 roles. Well, Denzel can do 3. Denzel really can do 3-4 roles. Denzel has way more range.
I was just naming somebody that.
I think you're underestimating how good of an actor Will Smith really
is. No. I'm not saying that he's not great. I'm saying he's not up there with the greatest. When we say greatest, this is the problem with people. When we name greatest, this means this is, as y'all was telling me earlier in the chat, elite. These are the elite motherfuckers of the industry as far as black folks. So is Will Smith on that Mount Rushmore as we do in wrestling?
I said he's in the same tier. You can have a 1 through 5 and be
okay.
Tier
so
1.
you I know the same topic. If we doing tiers, who is on Will Smith and Denzel tier? Who is the other ones? Because it ain't just them two.
Well, y'all watch way more movies than I do.
Well,
but
you talking about
off the rip.
Like they're in they're like in the time. You talking about as far as drawing money? Like they're in the time.
I'm talking about it's all together as far as acting ability and drawing money. All of that means great. All that means
Denzel for sure.
Denzel's up there, but you got to put Will up there based on the way he built himself up from somebody who couldn't act into someone who is a viable actor.
My problem with Will Smith is Will Smith makes some good movies, some great movies. I'll give you that. What's up? First off, hey Diva, how you doing, baby?
Hi.
Will Smith does some great movies, but Will Smith has a lot of fucking bad movies.
Denzel has a lot of bad ones too.
Where? What? When? Where? Tell me the names of these bad movies Denzel been doing that I ain't seen.
Virtuosity is one of them.
Thank you.
That's a pretty decent movie.
Hey! Everybody's got some colors, bro.
Okay. But my point is, Will Smith has a lot more bad movies than Denzel does.
What was that other movie where Remy Malek is in that movie? It's so bad. Like I'm so pissed that Denzel was even in that shit.
Remy Malek, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Listen,
you can't name
it. Gonna come back to me.
Listen, I'm saying Will Smith was for the past like 15 years has made like a good movie, a great movie, and then made 2 bad movies. Like that's how his track record has been since he had those like 8 hits.
Can we start?
It's been a fucking not a good 2010s for these.
Start naming names. I ain't calling you out. I'm just trying to,
That movie's called The Little Things. I did a review on it. It's awful. I'm mad at
the movie he did with his son is not great.
After Earth is awful. Is one of the
After
worst
Earth
movies
is not a great movie, and I mean it's not even so much terrible. Will Smith is bad. But the movie, the writing is terrible. His son is terrible, and it makes him look even more terrible.
It's all of it's bad. There's the kid's bad. Oh, the writing. No, that movie is terrible. Okay,
it's fucking terrible.
Then you got movies like I Am Legend, which is great.
And then you got movies like that nigga, the space movie he did on fucking Netflix, where he had an alien as his fucking partner. He was a cop.
Oh my god,
you talking about Bright?
Yeah, 16 minutes watched that. It wasn't that bad, I thought.
Wait,
it wasn't great.
It wasn't good. That's my point.
Right? Thank God.
The problem is when you reach these heights of greatness, like I Am Legend and fucking Enemy of the State.
Watch it.
No,
And
that's not what we watched. We watched the old guard. That was a good
even
movie.
the Enemy of the Black is like this. Enemy of Black. Even Men in Black is like this. You got Men in Black 1 was really good. Men in Black 2 was better than Men in Black 3 was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but that's when you go longer than you're supposed to.
But
he made the movie. He made the movie.
Yeah, but then you got some hits like Focus. Focus is a damn good movie. Like, damn, what's the one where he was the crazy superhero?
Hancock is very good, but movie. A lot of people didn't like Hancock. I like Hancock, but a lot of people didn't like it. But it's not great. It's good.
It's all right. When's the last time you watched it? You couldn't tell because
it was on TNT maybe 7-8 months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I was watching it before Collision. This is what I was doing.
A TNT movie. I ain't gonna hold you on that.
So I'm just saying, like, okay, so Diva, you here now? Let me ask you. All right, so we were talking about Will Smith and how well Bad Boys is doing at the theater. It's blowing up. You weren't one of those people that was outraged about what Will Smith did to Chris Rock. Like, did your perception of him change with the slap?
No, absolutely not.
See,
like, I just think if people's perception of him changed with the slap, what's going on with the stuff that all these other rappers and all these other people do? They like literally kill people or unalive people. They literally take advantage of they do all this other really, really heinous stuff, and people don't bat an eye. Like, they even go to jail or prison, and people still. The fact that people are still like, oh, I still rock with R. Kelly. I'm just saying, you can't get mad.
At least Will Smith ain't R. Kelly in here.
I mean,
listen, what we're gonna do is not do R. Kelly slander. Can we do one fucking show where we don't sit on R. Kelly?
No,
that nigga is the music of a generation, dog.
Diva, don't watch the latest Aftermath with 16.
This nigga,
I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when it comes to R. Kelly slander, I got time.
This nigga wake up like, how can I sit on R. Kelly today?
Oh man,
I bet he got a long list. I mean, I just feel like
he got a whole show on that.
No,
how can people be mad when
like 50 minutes?
You know, he literally was being disrespectful to Will Smith's wife. Like, I don't care what you feel about Jada as a person. She's suspiciously, you know how we've done our episodes about her and her behavior and character, but at the same time, Chris Rock was still talking crap. And so at the end of the day, you play stupid games, you might win a prize across your face. So
yeah, but
I mean, I'm just saying.
So let me ask you this, Diva. Let me ask you this.
We talked about this before you got on. Like,
we did.
Like,
we did.
When you have award shows and these comedy shows, you are subject to catch a stray.
That's the protocol. That's you can't go to a comedy show.
You can
talking shit about whoever, right?
I mean, you can, but that doesn't mean that you may not take a L after that, because the whole point of really good comedy is high risk.
Hold on. You said
after the show is the after party, and after the party in the hotel lobby. You see how I connected? You see how I did that?
I mean, I do. I like that a lot. I mean, it's just like, you know, you just risk it. It's a high risk situation. You could get it.
16, us black folks cannot be going on this white ass show and showing our ass
and being niggas, man. We can't go out there and be a nigger, bro. That's not allowed.
We cannot be catering for a white wedding and pull up with leg quarters. You can't do it, okay?
It's not gonna happen. It's not it, bro. It's not it. It's not it. Now let me ask you this, Diva. Has your perception of Chris Rock changed since the slap?
No, I was never a big Chris Rock fan. I feel like Chris Rock always makes fun and picks on people. I mean, it should have just stayed where it was. I just feel like he said something that was not received well. He got man to man, slapped him across the face. It should have been done right there. He should have been like, oh, dang, well, that didn't land very well, but that it did land on his face. It should have been it. It has nothing to do with, like, if I think he's a better or worse comedian. I'm not a big Chris Rock fan. I don't actually think he's super funny. I think he lands occasionally, but to say, oh God, no, clutch my, no, I don't know. He's the same person. He just told a stupid joke, and I didn't even think the joke was actually funny. So
yeah, it wasn't worth getting the piss slapped out of you for sure.
No,
Yeah.
it was, and he
I mean,
still
I would've
went to
locked that
another
in.
show talking about somebody else's wife in addition. I mean,
He just really messed up the moment. Like he really could have took
Yeah.
full advantage of this moment and just talked about it on every talk show. And
No, what he did was
No, I
he
would've locked
called
that nigga up.
himself being
He's
strategic.
such an asshole. He's such
Full
a
charges would have got fucking. Let me get slapped on TV. I'm gonna lock you motherfuckers up. You niggers are going to jail, and I'm gonna be out there in my best nigger suit in the court in a neck brace. It straight. I'm gonna be like my man from ECW, the quintessential stud muffin himself, Joel Gertman, nigga, with a neck brace like this nigga accosted me. Like,
Look,
Devo, are you getting your suit from JC Penney's or
no. You know what the suit he's referring
Burlington
to?
Coat Factory, baby.
No. The suit Devo's referring to is the pimp dad Easter Sunday suit, bro. You out of pocket, dog.
Listen, I am going to be in a full suit in court with a neck brace like this, motherfucker. Like your ass is going to fucking jail. And I'm gonna sue your ass for lots of money.
That's
for all the money. I don't care. I'm gonna be a whole bitch about it on every talk show. I'm gonna cry. What's the name of the bitch that just got Ellen? Well, she ain't got no show no more. Who's a bitch that got a show now? Who got Kelly Clarkson? Yeah. I'm gonna be on that bitch show. I'm gonna be on Jay Hudson's show, and I can't stand Jennifer Hudson.
No. Like, you know whose show you gotta be on? Who would get you the most? Like, oh my god. Drew Barrymore, she gonna be all up in your personal space, holding your hand.
I like her as an actress, but I can't stand that bitch on the TV show. God,
no, it's horrible.
Personal space, like I saw that interview she did with Kamala Harris, and she like all on that lady, bro. Like, first of all, Kamala Harris don't fuck with you. She don't fuck with a lot of people, and you like all in her grill talking about we need you for the country. Like Kamala
Harris,
yeah, like you wild
bitch. Bitch, what you talking about, Mama? I'm glad y'all brought that up because I'm about to talk some shit about her ass in my fucking rant. Because goddamn it, Kamala Harris, bitch, what you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You ain't done shit in 4 years. I ain't seen your ass in 4 years. That's all right. I'm gonna wait.
What Ez was saying.
I'm gonna wait.
Real fast because it's gonna lead into something that Diva had wanted to talk about when it comes to Biden and the election, but we'll get to that in 1 second. But Ez did say that Chris Rock, I've been screaming this from the mountaintop, did not take advantage of what was put on him to be able to make comedy gold. He fumbled that shit. He took all that fucking time not talking about it because he's gonna build up to this big thing, and then he does it, and then he does the same thing that he's been doing for 25 years, which is not be fucking funny and flop. And
so, question: did you expect him to be funny? If you ain't thought he'd been funny in 25 years, did you imagine he thought he was gonna be funny now?
I thought this might have been a spark for him, but instead, you know what he did? He did the same shit he's been doing, which has been unfunny. He made people wait. They spent all this money. What no Chris Rock show's gonna be sold out?
This was one of the worst things you'll ever watch in your life.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was good. I'm not gonna say it was good. I will say that nigga got paid. So did he really fumble?
I mean that's cool. That's good for him.
He cashed the fuck out. Netflix paid the shit out of his ass.
I fumbled for watching it.
Hey,
yeah, no, we fumbled, but that's our fault.
I ain't never mad at nobody getting the bag. So you'll never hear me say anything slanderous about somebody, keeping the lights on and feeding their family. That's all good. But fuck Chris Rock and everything he stand for, because he blew a chance to make himself even more of a legend, and he fucking flunked. And he should be happy that Will slapped him because it made him halfway relevant again. Get his ass the fuck out of here. Keep him out of here. I don't ever want to see him no more. Fuck that nigga. That's what
who didn't fumble? R. Kelly. That nigga made some quality fucking music, bro. His whole life.
Debo has been muted by the host because he's talking out of pocket.
Hey, some of that music is sus now that we know the background.
Nope, I'm still listening to Hotel, nigga. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel?
No,
the nigga gave bitches room keys.
He ain't talking about Ignition. He ain't talking about that. He talking about AJ Nothing But a Number. Some of them.
No, all that shit is.
It is just a number. Technically speaking, it's just a number.
Okay.
And love ain't nothing but thing.
All that stuff I just said about Chris Rock. All that stuff I just said about him, I want to take it, grab it, and transfer right to R. Kelly as well. I don't want to hear about him. I don't want to see him. I don't care how good it sounds. Get his ass out of here, all right? Matter of fact, we're going to get this segment out of here. Go see Bad Boys Ride or Die, though. That movie's good. Might do a review on it. Don't know. Might do that. I don't know. But take a listen to this.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
She was terrible in that. That's what Cat Williams was saying, because this shit was ass, bro. It was ass. But that movie is terrible. Paula Patton is terrible.
She's in, bro. They all mid.
That's right. With Queen Latifah, she was terrible in that.
She was. That's a pretty decent flick, though. It's okay. But
I beg to differ.
It screams BET in the afternoon. You ain't got shit else.
Oh no, it absolutely is. But Queen Latifah was ass in that.
Hold on, I gotta go to 16 right here. It's on TV. You watching it?
No.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Who's into politics? Easy, you do politics, right? Did you see Joe Biden, your boy Joe Biden, at the Juneteenth concert at the White House?
We lost easy. We lost easy.
I think if we look carefully, I think he's doing the Biden.
This is gonna be if you're a podcast listener, that bit flunked. But if you're watching on YouTube, it worked.
I was doing the Biden.
This nigga's an idiot,
wait. For those who didn't get it, Easy's gonna reenact the way Joe Biden looked at the concert the whole time.
Oh wow.
Anybody home?
I don't have the heart to tell her that majority of our listeners are audio, but fine, it's fine.
I mean,
so for those who can't see what Easy is doing, basically Joe Biden looked like a complete frozen robot, like they didn't plug him into the cryo chamber. Like he was stiff. He looked like he didn't know what was going on. He looked very robotic. He looked lost. He looked so lost that this black man next to him had to tap him and go, "You all right?" And then he looks at him real slow. You know those
so maybe the music was too loud. Let me say this.
You think?
We know that us black folks like to listen to our music with the bass turned up to the max, busting out eardrums. Maybe the music was too loud.
Nah. That ain't gonna
work.
He looked. Was on the stage when the video was recorded.
Maybe he had a lot on his mind. His son I don't know if this was before or after his son got convicted, but the nigga's son just got convicted of gun charges, bro. Maybe he had a lot on his mind. He's ruling the country.
Shrooms.
He just came from fucking France or Paris. Where the fuck he was at over there? Meeting people.
Did he or did they have?
I mean, we don't know. That's what they said he was at.
That's all what they say. But
no.
He old as fuck, bro.
Can't confirm. That motherfucker was in France. I never seen so many choppers in my life.
You know why? Because this nigga was in France doing French nigga shit, fancy shit.
No. Look, seriously, can confirm. I've never seen so many choppers in my life. Joe Biden was in France. Okay.
See, so how long was that airplane ride, my nigga?
Long, too damn long.
See, and that nigga old, bro. We can't keep pushing this nigga up and down the street, man. We gotta keep that nigga at home.
Do you think we should?
That shit's rough. Brutal.
Do you think we should start having age limits on turns? Because I just feel like, what exactly are we getting done with these old motherfuckers in office that can't relate?
We should have started having age limits, and God rest his soul, because he did a good job for our country. Harry Reid, senator from Nevada, literally retired and a year later died.
Yeah.
What about the lady who
you talk
really
about
didn't even
California?
Didn't even know where she was. Yeah, but she didn't even know where she was.
We got a senator in California that's retiring at 90 from her job.
So this is my problem, and let me put my serious hat on, because I've been saying this since 2004. Where why is the oldest percentage of people making the laws and rules that's affecting the rest of us? Like, not to sound ageist, but your time is shit, old motherfucker. Like, your laws that you grew up with, like Jim Crow, nigga, them shits don't even exist no more, bro. Like, so you shouldn't be the ones that's making the rules and regulations that's going to affect us for a generation because of your old fucking thinking. Like, these old motherfuckers on the Supreme Court, and a lot of them ain't that old, but like, these niggas out here, what's his name? That coon that y'all like, Clarence Thomas. Why the fuck his old ass? This nigga was put into the office when fucking the first Bush was in the office, nigga. This nigga should have been fucking gone, dog. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these people are literally making life-changing decisions that are going to affect us and our children for the rest of our lives. Absolutely, age term should be
But,
put on
let's talk about it. Let's
every
talk about
position.
it. Why are they in office for so long? Because it's a
Because
free
old
check.
motherfuckers vote for them.
You getting paid, by the government, right? But you also getting all this money on the side from these corporations and all this.
I get it. Greed. They greedy, and I get it. They greedy. They greedy.
Like let's
They
talk
corrupt.
about it. That's why they're in office for so long. It's like,
So
I
I
mean,
think
we know
we
why,
really
but
got
it's
to
like,
work
why haven't
backwards.
we as the people asked for this yet? Like, when are we as young folks going to get our shit together and say, hey, we need some real change, and we need to really think about term limits for these motherfuckers? Because the fact that these senators be in office for 50 fucking years is insanity to me. It's insanity.
I think they're putting some more younger people in there, but I do think it needs to be where we get uncomfortable enough. Because the one thing about Americans is we bitch and complain a lot, but because our day to day life is still pretty comfortable, it does not incentivize people to actually stay focused enough to change. Like in our community, we have a lot of issues, but because our day to day people are still really comfortable, they don't become passionate unless you literally got somebody got their foot on your throat. Like in some of these other countries, they to the point of fuck it all. So until we got to focus and have a plan before it gets that bad. Because I promise you one thing, our community has to start paying attention to stuff, because our community typically, a lot of times I find we're more interested, and I'm not really saying we, but as a collective, are more dedicated to doing fun stuff. If it's entertaining, if it's fun, we focus on that. When it comes to the day to day following up on politics, reading something, making sense, it's like, well, yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just because, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but that's just because of the education level of our community. A big percentage
Right.
of us still don't get higher education or don't even attempt to go to college.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of us
True.
just stay at a base level of after you came out of high school, and you might learn a skill here or there, but you still haven't really educated yourself on the world around you. And
Right.
I agree with everything you said, except for I don't think that it's because we're comfortable that we don't as far as black people, because I'm only going to talk for us. I don't think it's that because we're comfortable that we don't get into politics or become like aware of things that are on a national scale or global scale for that matter. I think it's because we are still in the struggle very much. It's too much for you. It's too much for the average person to try to pick up a newspaper and read about all this terrible shit that the government is doing and this terrible shit and wars and shit like that when they still struggling to fucking make a dollar, when they're still struggling to try to feed their kids. Like your personal struggle, and for a lot of folks, it's so intense because let's keep it real. We're in a recession. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The price of groceries ain't going down. The cost of living ain't going down. It's going up, and these raises ain't equaling, right? You give me a 2% increase or a 3% increase yearly, and the inflation is at 10, 12, 13%. That don't equal. The math don't matter. So I'm still struggling trying to feed my children, who I done fed hot dogs to for the past 3 nights because I can't afford nothing else. I'm too fucking concerned with where I'm going to get the money to keep the lights on to focus on what the fuck Joe Biden doing or what the fuck Donald Trump doing. I think that's the problem.
I'm going to counter you with this, though. I'm going to counter you with this because we all know people who they gonna have NBA League Pass. They know all the games. We got people who you talk to some of these women, they know every single Real Housewives of this and that franchise. I guarantee you know some woman in your life that don't watch the whole damn season of Bridgerton on Netflix, and who's watching. Like, people are picking and choosing what they want to spend their time on. I personally don't watch a lot of TV, but I know so many people, and I know TV is like an escape, right? I'm not saying that, I agree with you actually that, we are kind of overwhelmed with life, but at the same time, if you are in survival mode, then you have to do something to survive. And right now, us educating ourselves just a little bit at a time, starting with like local elections, is a great way to start small, but know who the sheriff is, just start. One of the things, we got to learn who all these positions are in the first place. Most people don't even know the sheriff, the coroner, and all these other people are actually elected officials. So it's still our responsibility on the smallest scale to make sure we do the best for our family. So if we can pick and choose to be on Instagram all day and we know everything about the diddler and we know everything about, all these other people, We spend
my
how many
goodness.
hours are we spending on Netflix and TikTok and all this stuff, right? No problem. Hours. Your phone tells you exactly how many hours you spend on social media. So what is 30 minutes to 1 hour a week learning about what the hell is going on around you? You just got to want it bad enough. So I
I
agree
agree
that
with you.
we do need it. So people just got to stop making excuses for something and want it bad enough. It has to matter enough. Because right now, look at the education system. We ain't about to have one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I agree with
the
you, and
education system,
I hear. Go. I'm
that's
sorry.
going that's not gonna happen overnight. Like
No, it's not.
because like in Europe, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they have people speaking 3 languages fluently. Why? Because their high school, their education system, primary education system, made them learn multiple
Mhm.
languages, made them learn English, made them learn all this kind of stuff. And that's where our education system is flawed. Like we can go
Exactly.
all night about that, but like we learning some subjects that ain't got nothing to do with learning a skill or being successful outside of school.
It's
You know
because
what I'm saying?
school is a business, and everything in America is built on business. And and
Right.
I agree with you, Diva. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you, but I also feel like sometimes being self-taught isn't always because you're self-taught. It's because somebody instilled in you, whether it's at a young age or whether it's through higher education, that you need to be informed and you need to learn. And if you stop learning at the age of 18 when you come out of school, and nobody has taught you that. Like, for instance, this whole policy of no kid left behind, and they just pushing kids through these grades, even though these motherfuckers don't even know the fucking basic skills. Like, I'm not calling nobody out, but somebody close to me is in the 9th grade, about to go into the 10th grade, and this motherfucker can't tie his shoe. This motherfucker doesn't know what his address is because he's just been pushed along. Everybody's doing him a disservice. You see what I'm saying? And nobody's teaching him the basic skills and life function of being a human on Earth. Then he's not going to grow up and want to know about politics. That's
Well, how
that's the
much
sad
of
part.
that is parents' responsibility?
And I agree with you, the parents. But if the parents wasn't taught, see how the generational curses happen. If the parents wasn't taught to know about their well around it, and their parents wasn't, and then now their children aren't, then you got a generation of dumb motherfuckers out here, and that's what the problem is. I came from parents that were educated enough to make me realize that, hey, you need to get some more education, and I want my son to be educated, right? I want my son to go through that, but on the opposite side, my cousin wasn't raised like that. And this is why he do the dumb shit that he does. And so it's yes, it's on the parents, but if you were never taught and your parents were never taught, nobody's going to teach you. Nobody in that family is going to know the skills to do that. And like having NBA League Pass or playing Xbox or PlayStation is just something to kind of ease your mind to let you reset and do it over. Everybody has to have something to kind of take their mind away off of just life. And I feel like
Absolutely.
the problem with us is just like you said, like Easy said, it's just education from the smallest point. Education is a business. It's not designed like college is a business. That well-rounded college shit is dumb. Like they make you take so many courses before you get into your course, your clear learning of what your path wants to be.
2 years of college are like 100% bullshit.
It's nothing. It's bullshit that you don't need, that you don't use, you're never going to use. But they make you pay for that shit, and that's crazy to me.
Can we spread
That's
some
crazy to
blame?
me. From freshman class, teach me if I want to go into politics. Teach me about politics. If I want to be a radio DJ, teach me about mass communication. Don't make me take biology again. I'm sorry, I suck at biology. I don't need no biology, nigga. I know all the biology I need. Man plus woman equal baby, nigga. That's it.
Oh my god!
I'm done.
I knew something was coming, but we do.
Listen,
it wouldn't be me.
I had to put a little
be me
razzle dazzle on that shit. You know me.
If we wasn't having this conversation, if I didn't, call out my favorite group of people, the boomers. I just got 3 things for them that I want them to stop doing, and I need it to happen ASAP. I need them to stop voting, stop working, and stop driving. Take your ass home. Go play with your grandkids. Get out of my life.
They definitely only going to do one of the two. They're starting to stop working, but they definitely going to keep voting, and they definitely gonna keep driving because
I need all three of them to stop.
Because it ain't nothing for them to go and buy a new Jag or a new Cadillac. They gonna flaunt that shit around.
And parking 2 parking spaces doing it when you could get a perfectly good one if they would have parked straight.
Hey man,
they ask you how to fix their phone, them bastards.
They playing with house money, bro. They bought their house for $90K. And that shit worth
they
want
telling you easy that large Supreme pizza that you got was what was stopping you from getting a bigger house. Because had you just saved that $10.99, that really would have got you somewhere. And Diva, don't get that Starbucks. You need to save your money for that. You know, these
the same motherfuckers who parents left in my house.
Right? They talk about we're just spending our money on avocado toast.
But
what?
It leads it back.
I mean, y'all are spending a lot of money on avocado toast. Let's not add and salmon. It's
lamb chops is the new lamb chops business now.
I'm sick of
it. I think it leads back to what I was saying is that we're talking about boomers right now because Trump and Biden are both boomers. They both out of touch, and we in trouble with either one of them. Folks is like, oh my God, not Trump again. I'm like, but was Biden really that much better? It's like Trump was so egregious that it was like, yo, we got to hitch our wagon to another 80-year-old white guy because we ain't got nothing else to go to. So it's all a problem. It's all bad.
But
I mean, do y'all want Kamala to be the president though?
Put a term limit on stuff, that ain't gonna happen for decades because all the people in the government are old as fuck and they not gonna vote to end their career. No, they're not gonna.
Nobody gonna vote to end that fucking corrupt money train, nigga. Like, correct. If I'm getting $500K from fucking Big Tobacco, nigga, I'm not gonna stop that shit. And matter of fact, Big Tobacco, I'll sell out for $50K, bitch. What's happening?
Yeah,
y'all want to be pro tobacco? I'll start smoking again, nigga. What's up?
If Tyson giving me $200K to make sure they don't regulate chicken and how they feeding them, I'll do it. So.
Side note, who's gonna watch that boxing match in July?
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
Well, he said Tyson and he said.
Oh
Tyson.
no, I was talking about Tyson.
Ain't that called off?
Yeah, no.
Till Thanksgiving, because Mike Tyson got hurt.
Oh, what? I missed that part. I thought it was July 20th. He got hurt. What happened?
I
don't know.
Yeah.
There it is, and this concludes this segment. Just like that.
Hold up. I got one question, and I've been trying to get this out, but it's all good. Y'all said Joe Biden was at a Juneteenth celebration. Was this like full-fledged black folk rap music, like the whole?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, Tyler, that's what I'm saying.
It was at the White House.
Boosie. What the problem was, they were playing that YINDEE. Okay. They were playing that independent shit. No,
Debo.
And then that's just too loud.
Makes it more egregious. It was Kirk Franklin performing.
Okay.
Kirk Franklin can be kind of loud, nigga. Stomp is loud.
I mean, if Kirk Franklin is performing, I could see.
The Lord's music.
He's around some black people. Nope, these was some niggas. Okay?
I mean, Kirk Franklin ain't nothing but the other half of Plies. So let's not act like he can't go there.
The saved and holy other half applies.
But that's some loud shit, nah. Plies loud, nigga.
But if it was just Kirk Franklin, gospel music, all that, I'm good with that. But
you know what, Tyler? I don't think you've seen the clips. I'm gonna find it for you.
When you add the real nigga stuff to it, that man too old, too white for all that.
No.
Them niggas started doing the Capistrol. The independent women Boosie was fucking playing in the background, and that nigga couldn't get jiggy with that shit. And I understand, had they played some R. Kelly, he might have fucking believed he could fly.
Oh
see how I tied it back in? Listen, R. Kelly all night, baby.
No, please, no, hell no, never ever. If we had rights to play R&B on here, he would never get any airplay. Blocked, deleted. Never. Matter of fact, we've met the quota on mentioning that. Stop mentioning that nigga. We a top 200 podcast. We do not need to be up here promoting that bullshit.
God,
listen, man. Good music is good music.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I bet you Kamala Harris listened to that shit. She looked like she still listened to R. Kelly.
I should hope not. Boomers, stop voting, stop driving, stop working, please.
Fair enough.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I'm not, no. Okay. He's got 40 in SIBO featuring E40. I feel like that's a very lazy song title. They just put both their names together and just 40 in SIBO featuring E40 by SIBO.
You're listening to the radio show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
I drink
All right,
well too.
So it's the time of the show where I get everybody to start beating for one another. This one gotta go. And this week we're gonna talk about some fried chicken joints. Okay, we got 4 options, and we're just gonna get into it. So here are the choices. We got Bojangles, Church's Fried Chicken, KFC, and Popeyes.
Oh,
And I'ma just keep it a bean. Bojangles gotta go. Y'all make
okay.
those.
Oh no. I'm with you on 100%. Absolutely.
Okay, bet.
And I'm in Carolina, the home of Bojangles, and I'm absolutely 100% down for that. Bojangles gotta fucking go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
They're not good.
Yeah.
Especially when you said the other 3. Because first off, the most slept on one on this list is Church's.
Church's. Easy.
Church's
Easy.
fucking delicious. I done gave Church's to white people, and they couldn't believe how good that shit was.
Yeah, Church's
You
on
see
a
what I'm
whole
saying?
other level. The
They
side
get
is
them
on point.
biscuits and put them in their mouth,
Biscuit
and
is
they fuck your
amazing.
mouth up.
Yeah, absolutely. They have the best biscuit on this list. It's not even
Best
bullshit.
biscuit on the list.
Mute
You get the
yourself.
chicken, and then you get the hot fucking pepper, the
I ain't
whole
talking
peppers
about
in
no
their syrup.
Bulgarian biscuit. I'm talking about the basic biscuit that you get with every meal. Church's got the best one. It's not close.
It's not close.
Period.
Blueberry biscuits are good. The blueberry biscuits are delicious. I'm not gonna hold you.
You
But
gotta
them
order that
basic
on the
ass biscuits
side.
they
You gotta
tell you
order
is
that
not
separate.
good.
Church's does the decency of giving you your hot meal with the already good biscuit. It don't choke you.
And let's keep it real. Church's got an iced biscuit now, motherfucker. What? They take their honey biscuit and put icing on it, bitch.
Yeah, Church's is worth the attempted murder, 100%.
It'll get your nipples hard. I promise you.
That's so niggified right there. You take a biscuit, a honey biscuit.
I'm trying to tell you, Tyler.
Put
See,
sugar
I get
on
it. I get it,
Yeah,
bro.
You ain't gotta add no honey to that joint.
Until you taste their basic biscuit, and then you get, if you taste their basic biscuit, everybody who ever tastes their basic, they know it's delicious. But then these niggas put sweet frosting on the top of that shit, and they drizzle it on so fucking eloquently, nigga. It's so delicious and beautiful. And then you take that bitch and you bite that bitch, and that shit is just, it's like love in your mouth. Kilo Ali, love in your mouth.
Because I gotta look at the total portfolio when I look at chicken, right? Like the chicken gotta be good, the sides gotta be good, and like the only reason KFC is staying is because the chicken ain't bad, but the sides are really good too. So I'm looking at the whole picture.
Spices is delicious. Let's not shit on KFC too hard. No.
I'm not shitting on them, but I'm just letting you know after Bojangles, they next. I'm just keeping it a bean. But yes, Bojangles can get the fuck. Y'all may proceed. Me and Debo on the same page. 16 looks outraged, so whoever.
Yeah, he finna say KFC.
What the fuck are we doing?
No,
here,
he loves
man?
KFC, so it's gonna be something else.
What are we doing here? Okay, so we choose. All of them have a degree of things in them that they shouldn't have. The one with the most egregious going on there, unless they want to sponsor us, is Church's. Still
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Debo, the wing is bigger than the breast. How?
First off, that's how I know you ain't been to churches in a long time. They don't do that shit like that no more.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They don't cut. And guess what? First off, let me just explain as a nigga.
There's one right there.
The wing ain't bigger than it's not. So okay, it's not what you think.
The way they cut it, gets a piece of the breast meat. Churches,
it's a piece of the breast meat because their breasts are actually smaller. So that's what it is. You just got a better quality wing. Why are you bitching about more meat on your fucking? More meat in your mouth.
All 4 of these places are
no diddy.
Okay, I'm not trying to say that Churches is awful. You could do a lot worse. I'm looking at you, Raising Cane's. But
absolutely,
on
this list, if they on this list, definitely them niggas getting the fuck out of here, dog.
Is staying. Okay, KFC is staying because like I said, the herbs and spices are delicious, and Popeyes is staying. Fuck them. Now, listen, the one of them biscuits from Churches that you was raving about, you could knock somebody out with them motherfuckers, man.
Cap.
No, nigga. Yeah. No, you're a liar, bro. You are sitting here lying on God's earth. Stop lying on Churches. That's the Lord's chicken. Why are you lying on the Lord's chicken?
Bojangles got some good mac and cheese and good fries. but that dirty rice can get the fuck off the menu. That shit.
First off, Bojangles, they put breakfast sausage in that dirty rice. They putting breakfast sausage in that dirty rice, and that's terrible. But this is the real problem.
Watery as hell. It's like you got it out of a can or some shit. Like, nah, man.
The best thing on Bojangles menu ain't even the chicken. It's the bow rounds. If you ain't had their little hash browns, nigga, they the best hash browns in the game. Now I will give you that.
Egregious. Bojangles is so much better than Church's.
You're a liar.
For you to sit up there and say that
the only reason I go to Bojangles more than Church's is because there's more locations of both.
It's closer because Church's you got to go to the hood. You literally have to go to the projects to get Church's, and nobody wants to get shot getting fried chicken. But if you get in there and get your chicken and get going, you be fine.
Better shit elsewhere, safer. Okay. Ain't nobody
listen. I would argue that Popeyes need to go before Bojangles. I mean,
Popeyes don't have no chicken in when you pull in there, but when they do have chicken, that shit's good.
The problem with Popeyes is the only thing they're gonna give you is a fight, and if you can't throw them hands, you're gonna get your ass whooped at Popeyes. And this is, I would argue Popeyes gotta go over fucking Church's, dog.
No, that's where I jump off the boat with you, bro. Because
time out. Don't act like y'all ain't never seen a fight at Popeyes live. Everybody didn't survive the Popeyes fight, probably.
I didn't been there at a Church's fight before. Look, listen, where niggas gather where there's chicken, there may be confrontation.
That might be true. That might be true. But the niggas, the coldest hands in the game is a fucking Popeyes worker. Like nobody wants it with a Popeyes worker other than a Waffle House worker.
Did y'all see that girl from Popeyes that got into it with a chick and in the drive-thru on TikTok? Like that junk is wild.
Proving my fucking point. Thank you, Diva. Because this is my problem. You don't know what you're gonna get when you go to Popeyes. You order a 2-piece and a biscuit, but you might get a 2-piece. And you know what I'm saying. That's the problem with Popeyes.
Let's not be disrespectful to Popeyes. Like I said, we talking total chicken portfolio. The tender's nice. The bone-in chicken's good. The chicken sandwich is immaculate.
I'm not saying that. That's why I didn't take them off. What I'm saying is I could argue
apple pies that Popeyes are good too.
No, apple pies is definitely underrated. They're fucking fantastic.
They're fucking good.
Most of their desserts are good because they had like a lemon blueberry cheesecake pie not too long ago. That was fucking fantastic. But it's Bojangles and it ain't even close.
Air. They that good.
It's Bojangles. So.
Watch Diva say she ain't gonna pick none of them. She's like, I wouldn't allow.
I don't eat fried chicken. I don't eat fried chicken. That's what she feels like.
I don't want to touch it. Watch. You can't say that.
I don't eat chicken on the bone. My chicken doesn't have a face.
Okay, so instead of 1, 2 gotta go for me. It's gonna be Church's. It's gonna be KFC.
Oh,
bye.
Controversial, but I get it. I understand because I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes. KFC has the worst macaroni and cheese in the game. Let's just keep it a buck.
But then KFC also doesn't really have fried chicken no more. Like it's already
wedges.
Soft.
Can we talk about that? They took away the wedges. Who decided
I don't care about that. I mean, thick potato wedges, not my thing. But
them wedges,
no wedges.
Nah.
Yeah.
They took away the wedges. They took away the honey barbecue wings.
Who told
you remember the honey barbecue wings?
Those were fire.
As you said it, look, whoever said to take away the wedges, nobody told y'all to take it off the menu in the first place, and you took them shits off of there, and nobody told you to.
No.
Yeah, I could get on with
I mean, I could get jiggy with letting the KFC go because, like, for real, they had the little popcorn chickens that Mason used to love. We used to go and get them. That was the only thing he would eat out. And then they just took him off the menu one day for these fucking over salty ass nuggets, bro. And he said, "Fuck that shit."
Yep.
Popcorn chicken was hitting, though. It really was.
But then again, I can't let Popeye. I can't get KFC go because
like that. Them shits was good too, man.
The famous bowl. They still got the famous bowl, and they still got the best chicken pot pie in fast food.
Bro, the amount of salt in that motherfucker, like it's death in a pie.
Yeah. First of all, going to a chicken joint and getting the chicken pot pie. Just go get a banquet at the freezer at Publix, bro.
First of all, just go get a Marie Calendar at least.
That's the right answer, Diva. But also, have you had the pot pie?
Kill you as well.
It's just disgusting.
Have you had the pot pie?
I've had it.
The pot pie from KFC.
I like my protein without the peas and carrots. Thanks.
See, and that's just nigga shit, and I get it. You being a nigga right now, but let's not act like that ain't a good pot pie. That first off, that crust is flaky and delicious, and then the fucking chicken is actual KFC chicken. They put
now
it in
that's
there.
a gag though. I do not eat the chicken inside of other people's pot pies. Like the chicken to me gives over processed. It's totally different type of chicken that they actually cook. So unless my mom makes it, I don't eat it in the processed pot pie because it's weird. I just
no, but see, that's what I'm saying. You gotta taste it because it tastes like 11 herbs and spices chicken. Like it tastes like the original recipe chicken.
We give oh, you know who else has a really good pot pie though?
Throw it right in the
trash. I'm with y'all now with 16.
What's in the trash?
Sam's Club.
Kobe. Pot pie. That's the best way to enjoy it. Right in the trash. I'm talking about straight to my hand, straight to the trash. Boom.
Nigga, you eat double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you don't have to. You be actually eating stuff that does not decompose.
Food advice from this nigga. Why am I taking food advice from this nigga who ain't never had a burger in the box? What are we talking about?
All right.
Debo. I bet he still got a Mickey D's sandwich on his desk from a year ago because you know
it got a wrapper on that motherfucker. It's a wrapper because it came in a wrapper. You see what I'm saying? It came in a paper diaper. That's what that shit is. You ain't got no burger.
Look, Debo, it's vintage. It's still as it was. Preserved.
Nigga never had a burger in a box. I can't understand it. I can't respect it.
You let Diva get away with saying 2 gotta go. She just made it up.
No. Hey. If Diva feel that way, strongly feels that way, who am I to stop her from the chaos? You get what I'm saying?
The church has got to go slam. It's crazy.
To get the fuck out before.
Yeah. That's the reason why Diva run roughshod over everything. We just give her a pass because it's Diva, and we just let her go and do it, and then she just keeps on and on.
Because she's Diva, she get to say what she want to say. This is you do it for the women. You see what I'm saying?
It's for the greater good.
If you hated 16, we'd be on the show for 30 minutes minimum.
We had a tie. We didn't know what Tyler gonna pick because we had a tie.
Yeah, Tyler, what a chicken joint got to
go? So for me, it's easy for me. Bojangles got to go because I ain't never had Bojangles. So
and you know what? I can respect. You know why? Because that shit ain't good anyway. You ain't missing shit, brother. Bojangles is the fuck up out of here, bro. That biscuit ain't as good as y'all niggas think.
But
it's salty now. I don't really eat it anymore. It was good, but it's too salty. Like it's
still good.
Bojangles got to go along from them dry ass fucking pork chop biscuits they be selling in the morning. That dry ass pork chop with no jelly, none of that shit. That shit is terrible, bro.
Folks be praising the fuck out of them things, and I'm like that. The pork chop don't even look good on the menu photo.
They don't look good in the picture. Why do I think it's gonna look good when you sell it to me? Like I didn't know it's not gonna be good, dog.
That's one thing you ain't ever got to worry about me eating from there. Is that
no, not at all.
Yeah.
This Ez, man, I gotta give it to you, bro. This segment never disappoints. You want to start a fight? You do it every week.
I try to, and if I don't, then you or Diva will be pissed off on random. So, it works out.
This is true. Too.
Oh, damn. What was I going to say on random? I know what I'm going to say on random. Yeah, okay.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
She done had 2-3 different boyfriends that all say the same fucking thing, that she is a verbally abusive and she isn't a verbally abusive woman to them. Like, when at some point, like, I say this all the time, and I never say this in front of you, Diva, but I'm going to have to bring you into the niggerdom today. At some point, when we going to start blaming her for having bad pussy? When we going to start saying it's the pussy's problem and not the niggas that she fucking? Because you fucking these niggas. If every nigga you fuck ain't shit, then maybe you ain't shit.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Okay, guys, we've come to your favorite part of the show where someone is going to go on a crazy, crazy rant, and I'm pretty sure usually it's 16, but since we got Debo on the show, actually, you know what? All of us are good for a good old rant at the end, so we're going to start with 16. I'm like, what's on your chest? Like, what's going on? What are you going to rant about today?
Well, that stigma of me ranting all the time, man, I don't know about that, because all the time it don't be rants. And today I'm not gonna give you a rant. I'm gonna give you something that I haven't given you since the Ray Otis. I'm gonna give you story time is what I'm gonna give you.
Not fucking Ray Otis, though.
Yeah, but this ain't about Ray Otis. But I do have story time for you. All right.
Yo, did you see him shouting you out on Twitter a couple weeks ago? That shit was crazy.
I saw that. That shit was funny, saying that I wasn't ready for your raps and shit. You crazy
Ray Otis, damn.
Hey, dude, Debo, that was top-notch work by you, sir.
That was funny shit. But yeah, so this story is centered around, you got to shout out the real ones in your life. Even if it's only for a short time, you got to shout out the real ones. And this will make sense when I get done with my story here. So when I was younger, probably I say 9th or 10th grade in high school, I was kind of enamored with the whole, hip hop scene or whatever, trying to figure out if that was something I wanted to do. And when I was in high school, I met this guy who was into rapping. And I'm gonna call out his name because that's what we do here. We call out names. His name is Trey Doe. And Trey, if you're watching this, fuck you. All right. So in this situation, I had met him and I was trying to learn about the intricacies, the ins and outs of, doing rap music or whatever. And this dude was like recording demos. It was a big deal. He was like sort of like my rap mentor. I'm trying to soak up all the information that he has as far as what he knows about the business and everything. I'm like all into it, just soaking up everything he got going on, man. I'm trying to figure out if this is what I want to do with myself or whatever. So like I said, he kind of became my rap mentor and things of that nature. So after soaking up everything that I learned from him and stuff like that, I ended up, not going to that school anymore. I actually went back home, started up doing my whole music career thing. And I found myself back in Atlanta a couple of years later. And I was out. I was actually on a date. I was with a girl who, I guess we were trying to get to know each other. Now I'm gonna say her name because I don't remember her last name, but her name was Kim. So I gotta give a shout out to Kim. All right. So we go to the movies or whatever. We have a good time, and then when we're coming out of the movies, it just so happens after all them, a couple of years, out in the lobby, I run into Trey. He out there in the lobby. So I'm excited to see him because I'm ready to tell my rap mentor, yo, I took a lot of stuff that you applied. I'm doing the same thing now. I'm recording. Yo, we need to hook up and do a song. I'm happy to see him or whatever. All right, cool. All right, cool. So I'm like, look, man, here's my number. Let me get yours. Let's, exchange information. Let's stay in touch. I'm doing this stuff now. Let's do some music together, all this stuff or whatever. So after I got done talking to him, I ran in the restroom. I come back out and Kim walks up to me and she was like, did that guy you were talking to, he gave you his number, right? Give me the number. I was like, give me the number. She was like, reach in your fucking pocket and give me the motherfucking paper in your pocket right now. And I'm like, okay, if you want it. So she took the paper, ripped that shit up and tossed it. She was like, you don't need to fuck with that nigga because he ain't shit. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, that's been my boy since I was in school. She was like, nah, because when you walked in there, he didn't know I was with you or whatever. His girl was asking, hey, who was the guy that you were talking to just now? Because I'm all bright-eyed wanting to see him. And he was like, that's just some little nigga that was on my dick in high school. And she said, you don't need to fuck with no nigga like that because that nigga ain't shit. And you don't need to be around nobody like that. So fuck that nigga and what he talking about. So in that case, we got to get, I don't remember Kim's last name because we only dated for a short period of time. I'm sure she's somewhere being somebody's like wife. She was a real one.
Yo, put me on because Shawty was a real one, bro. What's up, Kim? Holla at your boy. Debo out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
She was a real one for that. And it was funny. I told my wife that story and her and my daughter said the same thing. They was like, hey, listen, for that point in time in the 90s, she was real. She kept it real on that one. So shout out to Kim for being a real one, for telling me to reach for that number. She could have just sat on it. She said, no, you're not fucking with that nigga at all, period. So shout out to Kim. Motherfuck Trey Doe. You watching me now. Ain't nobody streamed the record of yours. Ain't nobody heard shit from you. Eat a dick, nigga. That's what I got to say. Who was on the dick? You on the dick, nigga. Fuck you.
Trey Doe gonna come after your ass on Twitter. I'm just letting you know.
Oh my god.
Let him come find
You don't want to do that.
Hey bro, we need like a series on M16's rap beef because this is crazy.
It's literally like, and you know what's funny? Because he's never seen Chappelle's show, but it's literally Charlie Murphy like stories is what this nigga doing.
Dude, it really is, bro.
It really is. That's a wild fucking story. That's actually funny and crazy, bro.
You 2 for 2 with these rap beefs, bro. If you got one dog, like bro,
your rap beefs better than the ones we was listening to, dog. Real shit.
I got so many coming soon. I can tell you about one with one I had a rapper named B-Lo, but a story for another day. And
Who is making their names? The fucking names is fucking terrible.
That's what makes it great.
Terrible.
B-Lo, this is for you. This one and this one. Both of them at the same time.
B-Lo. Trey Doe and B-Lo is fucking terrible names, nigga.
For terrible ass rappers. I'm out.
Jeez.
I'm
You
hitting the
blew.
mute button on myself.
Yeah.
Story
That's
time
crazy.
is over.
Damn.
I guess I'll go. I got two. Stop asking me, and this is for corporate America. This is for corporate America, for niggas applying for jobs. Okay. Stop asking me to do $100,000 worth of work, and you only want to pay me $65,000. That ain't it. Okay. What I'm not gonna do, and this is from Debo. What I'm not gonna do is work my ass to the fucking bone, and then you don't want to pay me. And then you get mad when I say I'm about to leave the company and go somewhere else. Because see, here's the problem, bitch. You had the opportunity to pay me. When you chose to give me a 3% increase, that was your sign. That was my sign that you didn't give a fuck about me. When you took away our bonuses, that was the time that I realized, oh, you didn't give a fuck about me. When you took away my overtime, okay, that's when I realized you didn't give a fuck about me. So now that's 3 strikes and you out. And so now you mad because I'm what they call quiet quitting. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the project. No, I don't need to. It's not a part of my job description. I don't need to do projects. Oh, the team needs to rewrite SOPs. I don't, because that ain't my job. That's your job. You're a manager. A manager. I'm not doing that. So either pay me what I'm worth or let me go, nigga. That's just what it is. I don't need if you quit, if you fire me, guess what? I'm gonna get unemployment, bitch. I'm gonna get it because I'm in human resources. I know how that shit works. So I'm gonna get that. So go ahead and quit. Either go ahead and fire me, or pay me more money, or I'm getting the fuck out of here. Those are the 3 options, bitch. Okay. That's wild to me. Stop doing it. Stop talking. Stop trying to hide it. I see it. We know what you do with that thing. It ain't for looks. Okay.
Yo.
Bent over a rail. We know. Whore. See, you might have to cut some of this, but I'm gonna keep going because I don't care. I'm already fired. I'm not Ric Flair, nigga. I'm already fired. I don't care.
Oh no! For the sake of your family, we're cutting all this.
You don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're a whore bitch. You're a whore bitch. I hate you. I hate your guts. Everything about you. Thank you. Second rant, and we talked about this in the chat, but Diva, you're not in our chat, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm sick of you motherfuckers and lamb chops. I'm officially over it. I'm over lamb chops being turned into new salmon. And I'm sick of salmon. I'm already sick of salmon. I'm not gonna rant on salmon again because you already know how I feel about it. But lamb chops is literally
earlier today, and I thought about you.
It's terrible. Lamb chops is literally the 1B to my salmon 1A because I'm sick and tired of y'all niggas using lamb. Like I know y'all didn't grow up eating lamb chops. I didn't either. We couldn't afford them. I get it. But goddamn, I don't want to see lamb chops at every fucking brunch table. I don't want to see lamb chops at every lunch table. Like y'all niggas do 4 lamb chops in a box and selling it for $30. It's not enough meat. Okay. And it ain't that good. Okay. It's all right. It's not great. Turning lamb chops into fucking pancakes or waffles, waffle the lamb chop. You're doing too much, nigga. You're not an innovator. They corn dogging it. Yeah. If you want to. And then drizzle with maple syrup. Oh, we're going to put hot sauce in the maple syrup. Bitch, we just seen it before. I done seen it all. So stop doing it. It's not funny. It's not delicious looking. It actually doesn't look good. So stop doing it. You're not creative. Your food probably tastes like trash and is overdone. Your ribs are overdone. Your meat shouldn't fall off the bone. I know y'all think that's tender, but that's overcooked. Stop doing it. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you niggers, is what I am. I'm sick of you niggers doing everything. I'm sick of you niggers at your brunch tables. Every brunch, you got to listen to a motherfucking Boosie and you got to listen to fucking Swag Surf. I'm sick of that shit. Brunch is for eating. It ain't for partying. It's not a club. I don't need a live DJ to go to the restaurant. I just want to eat. Play the music over the fucking. I don't need that. Cut on 104.1 or something. Cut on the oldies. I don't need to hear hip hop, jazz fest at my motherfucking brunch. And bitches, stop getting drunk at brunch. What are we doing? It's a Sunday afternoon. Why are you drunk on Sunday afternoon? What are you doing? You got to go home and feed them fucking kids. What are you doing? You got to go to work. Get them kids ready for school. This is why y'all kids be out here acting like an ass at fucking school, because you done went to brunch the day before and now you fucked up, and then you coming in late on Monday because you see how that work. You niggers. Stop doing it. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. This is what Trump be talking about. And y'all gonna let him win because y'all doing nigger shit. All of you. All of you. I'm looking at you right now. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I said my piece.
Well, easy. I don't know how you gonna follow that, but
I don't know how I'm gonna follow it either. But I have two as well, but not nearly to the passion of my wonderful co-host Debo. First one, and if this is offensive, then I guess I'm sorry, but it has to be said. If you have EBT and you shop at Publix, I can't trust you.
Wait a minute, bitch. Hold up now. Hold up. Put hold up now. Don't disrespect the Ebbet at the Publix.
Why? What's up with that? So what you trying to say?
What am I being judged for right now? Let me stand up.
They just want to. People with eat better today cards just want to eat better.
I want to know what he's gonna say.
I'm just saying you can't be trusted, bro. You giving X amount of money and you're not using your money wisely, bro.
Wait, what?
You buy two BOGOs. That's half your money for the month.
But time out. I can afford it because the BOGOs are a good deal. You just have to know when to do the BOGO.
Guess what? You only have to buy one and it's half price. So I don't see the problem.
I get what you're saying, bro, but I'm just
saying, had Red Lobster biscuits on BOGO last week. I got 4 boxes.
I saw a full buggy at Publix and they was paying for it with the EBT. You can't be trusted.
That nigga had a lot of EBT then. That nigga EBT is probably in the thousands.
You can't be trusted.
No, that nigga can't be trusted. You know that's called good shop. Listen, I don't want to eat quality meats.
They just trying to give their family a better life.
I get the one off. Hey, I'm gonna use the rest of this balance on a nice steak or some lobster tails or something. I get that. But a full buggy?
You don't know how much you don't know what they done shopped with. You don't know how much they got at Walmart or
the pizza rolls, the ER food.
The pizza rolls is buy one get one free. What are you saying? They BOGO.
They not always BOGO, bro.
The Outshine bars was BOGO last week. Good Humor bars is on BOGO right now. I got 2 boxes.
Roll back for like $5. I don't want to hear it. I can't trust y'all.
Damn, this nigga just called me out of shit, man.
That's what Walmart for. I get it. You got X amount of dollars left on the card and you want a nice cut of steak or a lobster tail from Publix. I get it. But the full buggy, and you could go get
that nigga probably had $1,000. If he got $1,000 in Ebbet,
crazy.
That's a lot, though. God damn, that nigga. But crazy. Some niggas be having like 6 kids and shit, and they be getting like $1,000.
And that's my point. If you got 6 kids and you could literally get double at Walmart or Kroger, why are you in Publix?
How much was I just want to know. Did you see how much it was? How much was
No, because I was so flabbergasted that the buggy was full and the Georgia card came out. That was crazy to me.
Nigga, that shit is called good shit, bro. That nigga getting it in. Eat, niggas. Eat, niggas. That's what I'm talking about.
It's absolutely crazy to me.
Look, they just not letting their circumstances hold them back. They're gonna be great, and they're gonna eat great food.
You could have went go get a buggy and a half worth at Walmart, double.
That nigga got That nigga probably doing a crab boil in his shit. So I don't know.
I'm just saying, I can't trust you. I get why some of these Republicans trying to take y'all money away because y'all going to Publix with the EBT.
Well, who said? So that's like an elitist thing to say, like, oh, well, you can only shop here. But what if that's the only grocery store in their neighborhood, which some people, for them, it is. I'm not going to spend my extra gas to go to Walmart when Publix right there is a grocery store.
Now, you know there's more Kroger's than Publix. Stop.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm just saying.
Here's the thing.
Like I said,
Publix, I get you. I hear what you're saying. But if it's buy one, get one.
I'm not even coming from the elitist, like, this is where you got to shop. I'm just looking at, damn, if I had $300, I ain't going to Publix with it. I'm going to Kroger.
But you don't know if that's all they got. Like, I put you like this: if he gets 600 in, and why are we arguing this? If he got 600 in EBIT, right, in EBT, and he spent half of it at Publix, doesn't mean that he's not going to spend the other half at Walmart
or Kroger.
Because I give you a perfect example. I went shopping at Publix, spent $175 and got a cart full of shit because it was the buy one. Everything was good. It was on the buy one, get one free. It was the pasta. It was the good Barilla pasta sauce. I got like 4 cans of fucking tomatoes so I can make spaghetti from scratch.
You could have got double at Walmart or Kroger.
But they don't be selling. They don't sell the good quality shit. I'm not eating. I don't want to eat the fucking bullshit. Super value. Fucking. First off, I'm not eating. I don't buy Walmart nothing. That's peasant. Okay,
well, no, I'm not saying you got to buy great value at Walmart. I'm just saying
because great value, everything is mixed with tilapia. They be having they cookies got traces of tilapia in it. Like, I'm not even lying to you. This is a real life fact. They have their super value shit. A lot of this shit have traces of tilapia.
I'm coming from the accountant standpoint. You can shop wherever you want with the EBT. I just know your EBT will go a lot further at Walmart or Kroger than it would at Publix. Because them both
whoever easy saw, man. I'm sorry, nigga. That nigga shaming your ass right now, nigga. I'm sorry, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go hide. Listen, I'm out here. Go get that fucking Publix. It's shopping is a pleasure.
They at home eating shrimps and steak.
And this nigga talking shit on a fucking Thursday night. That's so crazy.
Listen. He don't trust people with EBT card at Publix, and I don't trust people who eat church's chicken. So there we go.
Diva, I guess you make the exception for me because you haven't stopped talking to me yet.
Hey, this a nigga that just came from fucking Paris and shit. Because this nigga don't even say croissant no more. That nigga be like croissant. So you know. Man, I understand getting shaming niggas now.
And to be fair, this was before I went to Paris. This happened before I went to Paris. We just haven't recorded in a minute.
Listen, I told you you don't change. You're not easy no more. Your name Ezra now, nigga. You just Ezra.
This guy. Like I
said, what was your
second one? I'm just trying to make your dollar go further. Okay. So that was part one. I just had to get that out there. Debo, we could talk about it offline. You know, we can. Hey,
I feel seen in a way I've never been seen before.
Here's number 2. $1 Million Baby. I like the song. I ain't gonna hold you. I like the song. They can keep playing it on the radio. I'm cool with it.
Oh, that's
Tommy Richmond, shout out to him. He's 16. If you talk about name 3 songs, he only got 1 out right now. So I can't help you there, big dog. Anyways, real estate agent, stop using that song on your house video feature, whatever. That song ain't meant for you to show me this empty ass overpriced house. That song's meant for beautiful women to be flaunting themselves and showing off shit. So can we make sure that song stays in the right lane? I don't care about your fancy car. I don't care about the house that you got for sale in Decatur or Douglasville. Stop.
Unless you're showing ass, then
but they not. I'm just seeing an empty living room or a piece of land. Stop. Let's make sure $1 Million Baby stays in the lane with the beautiful women. You know, let's keep it
showing shit off, like you said. Showing, just keep showing it off. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah. So let's just make sure. I don't want to see your property in Sandy Springs and Tommy Richmond playing in the background. That's wrong lane. Wrong lane. And that's all I got.
Well, I kind of have 2, maybe 3. I'll do them quickly. So things I don't want to see on TikTok anymore. Stop doing your makeup on TikTok when you're telling a freaking story. Can you just tell the goddamn story? I don't want the concealer and all of this other stuff because I really don't care about the transformation. Just get to the point and tell the story. Second, bro, get yourself together. Can you please, bless you,
Thank you.
stop crying on TikTok? Like, just filming yourself crying. It's weird. You look psychotic, like you need to be locked up somewhere. It's not normal because just me doing content, I know how many times you got to start over. And it's weird because I'm like, okay, so when you weren't getting the right shot, did you just stop crying and then did you start back crying? Like, I'm just saying it's weird. It's weird because most
Especially,
people record something more than once.
especially when like a pet dies and they go set their camera up and then walk to the dead animal that's on the floor and then hug the animal and cry. And then they play that song in the background. Like, I hate it. I don't care. You're fucking terrible. I don't care about your crying. You didn't care about that animal. You're a liar.
I'm like, that is weird. Or either you're gonna like film yourself doing all kinds of stuff, like, and then over days, like, do you know how weird you have to be to find different days to film yourself crying over a breakup? Like, what is the thought process? It's like, oh, wait, let me get this on camera, and then my God, you literally edited yourself crying. What? That's
And this
weird.
is women. I haven't seen niggas doing this shit, but I've seen a lot of hoes doing this shit, bro. And it's kind of
One chick got exposed for it. She was like talking about celebrating her birthday by herself and her kids weren't with her and the husband exposed her. I was like, thank you.
Oh, that junk was crazy and toxic. They both are on some stuff. Okay, those are those. Okay, so maybe two more. Okay, that's that. I'm sick of looking at it. Find something else to do or go get actual therapy. Okay. The other thing that I want to talk about is I'm from Atlanta. Okay, Debo's from Atlanta. This is what we gonna start doing. Okay, I propose we start deporting these motherfuckers that don't know how to act in our city. I just think if you gonna keep doing stupid stuff, stealing cars, robbing people, doing all of this other stuff, and you not really from here, deport your ass back to where you came from. You gonna come here with a little weird. Yes, listen. You coming from little ratchet places?
Fucking the city up.
Gotta go.
Birmingham.
I propose
absolute crazy.
We need to start deporting them back to wherever the hell they came from. Like, you know what? Actually, where were you from? When did you move here? Reject.
Deport them or send their ass to fucking the city up with these thick ass locks. Get them motherfucker out of here. I'm not full of goals. Get them out of here. You New Orleans niggas. Fucking the city up. You know what I'm saying? With your Cajun gumbos and shit. Get them the fuck up out of here.
New York gotta go. Houston, Texas, gotta go.
Cleveland,
Miami-Dade,
get your bum ass city up out of here, nigga. You gotta go. Fuck out of here. Ain't nothing in Cleveland. Don't come out here fucking our shit up. Get the fuck out of here.
The New Orleans you can go to.
So y'all have, but y'all still fucking the city up. So get them the fuck out of here. Send them back that Fifth Ward, nigga. I'm sick of y'all. Get the fuck out of here.
No Cleveland slander.
Those are the new ones. Jacksonville, Birmingham. You know what? It's funny you brought
Little Rock getting the fuck up out of here, dog. There's some crazy niggas from Little Rock fucking the city up. Get them out of here, bro.
Those two cities specifically. I'm not trying to ruin, Diva's moment, but I want to mention this because you know how you have them bad kids in school and then the parents transfer them talking about, oh, that's a bad school. I'm gonna get this kid to a good school, but they kid is the one that's the bad kid. That's what these people from Birmingham and Little Rock talking about. Oh, I'm getting out of Birmingham. I'm getting out of Little Rock because it's dangerous. And then you the same one that's going crazy in Atlanta. What?
Yes. I'm telling you, if we start sending them back to whence they came, I think that people would get the hint. Like, we over it. We don't want to do it anymore. We're tired. We're over it. It's a bad look, okay? Because now you can't even go in the city and do anything because y'all just shooting people, like just foolishness. Every time I see something, I'll be like, where the hell is your daddy at?
Or like that guy that hijacked the bus yesterday and he just witnessed the shooting downtown.
What is y'all doing, bro? I immediately said that shit. What the fuck? How do we not go? How we go a whole show and say that? What the fuck are y'all doing, bro? Like just tearing the city up. Like it's Speed. This shit looked like it was Speed, the movie, nigga. I feel like I was watching Black Speed, nigga. It's crazy to me. Get him the fuck up out of here, bro. My name is Big Debo and I approve this message. Like, get him the fuck out of here, dog.
Yes. This last rant is for Black women. Okay.
Diva always holding the Black women accountable. Respect.
Respect.
Absolutely. Let me tell y'all something. I need y'all to listen to me very, very closely. I know that y'all are on this whole women empowerment stuff, and I think it's great. I think it's fabulous. But let me tell you something. I'm from the South. Putting lipstick on a pig is still a pig. Don't y'all let Ebony K. Williams and Naomi Campbell down with they devotion to being a single mother on purpose get you effed up. Okay, let me tell you something. I understand that you want to have kids, and I understand that you want to be married, and I understand that you got money. So that's why you're going to go to a limited sperm bank out in California. But I just need you to think about a few things real quick. I just really need you to think about it. It's not smart. Okay, you want black sperm. Okay, there's not a lot of black sperm available for you to make a baby. You're encouraging women, Ebony K. Williams, to go to a sperm bank to go get sperm. Okay, so what that mean? If all these other black women start going to do it, how many little half siblings finna be running around that don't know each other? Oh, God forbid they don't know their dad. They don't know the dad's name. Oh, I don't know. That's setting up a serious, really awkward case of potential incest because these kids don't know each other. They're going to move around. Not to mention, I don't think you understand that the backlash you're going to get from these kids when they find out you purposefully, on purpose, on God, did not give them a father.
Diva.
So
Diva, I'm so glad you brought this up because I wanted your perspective on this because I read that story and I was like, this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever read in my whole life.
It's
I
like
mean, just watch Maury. It's typical Maury all the time.
I mean, but you think,
and I was like, this is crazy to me. This story is crazy.
It is crazy because you're gonna sit here and you're gonna say out your whole mouth with your whole chest, "Oh, I have the money and I can afford it." Bitch, a single mother is a single mother. Do you not see these platforms where you got these single fathers and these single mothers crying about how hard it is? And just because you got money, you think it's going to be viewed because you can go on People magazine and look pretty about it? Or you don't think people are looking like, oh, she just made her child a single mother. What you think gonna happen to that kid? Have you not seen all of the things that these kids go through because they have a missing parent? The emotional void, and then when they find out you did that shit on purpose, you think they're gonna be like, "Oh, my mom loves me so much. Oh, well, I have a village. Oh, I have an uncle and I have a brother and all this stuff." Kids don't understand that. Why do you think these adopted kids, with all the love that some of them have, what they always grow up and want to go do? Huh? They want to always go find their biological parents.
I'm the daddy. I'm the daddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she even said it in the article talking about, well, when the kid, I think it's a girl she's having. Well, when she turns 18, I'll let her know who her dad is and she can go find him. Like, that's
It's me. It's me. It's probably me. I just spread my seed amongst multiple places, and it's $35, and sometimes the $35 is what you need for gas. Like in 2008, I was spreading it pretty thin because the gas prices in 2008 was crazy, and so I was out there. You know,
Debo's capping right now because he didn't even know who that was until the other day when I mentioned it in the chat, and he had to Google.
I do this now. I just go in netting cups and they give me $35. That's easy money.
But then do you not? But see, this is the gag though. Have you not seen all of the other scandalous things that's happened with these sperm banks, where these women are giving these quote unquote fake ass profiles that this dude was a Ivy League scholar and he was this and he was that, and then it turns out he was just some rando on the street and they made up a whole profile, because who's really gonna prove premium sperm, right? Clear.
I'm telling you, it's me. You think I'm lying? It's me. Like, I probably got kids out there who these kids got diabetes right now and they can't see. And I told the niggas, hey, yeah, no, I'm a doctor, I'm a physicist, and not just nutted and got $35.
It's from church chicken that you got all that problem.
I needed gas and I needed some Popeyes, bro. This is what it was. I put 20 in the tank and I got a 15 piece.
When did you learn too much about everything in this?
That's what's crazy.
Too much. Way too much. Debo, you just said some egregious shit. You crossed the line just now. You crossed the line.
I just think it's a bad message that undermines fathers and the need for fathers in the community. And we're already fighting against these stigmas. And then you go out here and you do it on purpose, but you already have all of these lost generation of kids that are all claiming the same issues. They don't have enough parental attention. Kids don't understand your money. They understand time, and they understand love, and they understand building relationships. And there's no replacement for a mom or a dad. They love each individual person differently, but it's not the way that they will always want that love from their father. And they're going to grow up with all of this disconnect, and you're going to lose 18 years of your life before you even tell your child.
Who
I
kid don't
mean,
know
so they
money?
miss
My
everything.
son always think I got all the money. This nigga be asking for Waffle House and all kind of fucking expensive ass shit, nigga. And like nigga be wanting fucking churches, not churches. He want
Yeah,
Chinese chicken and shit. That nigga know what
yeah,
money is, and he thinks daddy got all the money, and I don't. I'm broke.
uh,
He eat me
yes,
out of
but
house and
when
home.
you buy, if you were not in the picture and the mom just offered money, like he would still be wanting you, right?
Yeah, maybe. I would hope so. I don't know. He love his mom a lot, dog. I don't know. He's a mama's
So
boy. He don't really give a
this
fuck about me.
this segment is insane, and I really can only come up with one way to bottom line all this because God, we had so many rants going on here that I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and wrap this shit up by close of business tomorrow.
No, I real shit though. I'm glad Diva touched on this because I wanted to hear her perspective on this because I'm a black guy and I read that and I was like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous. I don't think it. I think she's being given a pass because I think if she was not who she was and if she wasn't accomplished, then somebody would call her ghetto or say that it was ignorant or that she was. It would be a problem. But I just still don't think it's fair
This
to give her a pass
this ain't
because she
this
got
ain't the
money.
movement. This ain't the movement that you want to be the champion.
No, it's not, and it's sending the wrong message because first of all, she's got money and she has opportunities that a lot of women don't have. If you just really wanted to date a black man and you felt like you couldn't find one in the United States, guess what, honey? The world is big, and there are plenty of black men on other continents that you could have gladly hopped a flight on and went and met somebody if that's what you really, really wanted to do. So to be upset because you're going for like the top 0.5% in America when the population is only like maybe 6% of black men, and then of that in your price range of economics is probably like half of that or 1% of that. You
Wait,
probably gonna have to get outside your box.
oh wait, this is really over. Ebony K. Williams, I just decided to Google while we were talking about this. I'm seeing Fox News and O'Reilly Factor. Yeah, this is over.
Oh no. Well, hold on. She's uber liberal. She's not Republican by any stretch.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Thanks for enlightening. I mean,
in the words of
This
Diva,
nigga here, boy. This nigga is like, wait a minute. Fox News? Fuck this whore. Like he was gonna go in. I know.
yeah. 60 was about to go in. Hey, she was getting a check.
Nah.
She was getting a check.
No,
okay.
she's very accomplished. I just think that I mean whatever she wants to do is fine. I'm not going to shame her for her decision. What I don't want it to do is be like a public service announcement for all other black women to try to
Yeah.
encourage them to follow in her steps because I think you're setting them up for failure because we got so many black women in our community already struggling doing the same thing, and just because you have money is not going to fix the emotional issues that you're going to create within this child that you cannot fix.
Yeah, and that's
You know,
what I was like. She should not be the champion of this. This is not what you want to do.
no,
She said something
no.
a few months ago that I thought was much better than what she said in this article because she was on her show and she was basically saying like, black women, like we need to start looking for our husbands or whatever sooner than wait until we're like late 30s and established. She had said something like that, but she was trying to give advice, and it came from, to me, it sounded like it came from a better place than
Oh
to
yeah,
do what she's trying to do now. So I don't want to quote
absolutely.
her and
No,
tell her,
no. I
but
think she has good points, and this is not a like bash session against her. I think she's highly intelligent. I just think that you know a lot of people aren't going to think it all the way through. They're just going to look at it, oh, I want a kid, but you're not thinking about, well, what would that kid actually want? And there isn't a child who's really going to be really okay with, you purposefully not giving them something that they biologically will desire forever, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just that simple. And they don't have to agree with me or not, but I would just encourage them to go on social media, YouTube or whatever, and just look at all of these people who are grown ass people who are still broken emotionally because they didn't have a father or they didn't have a mom. No matter how great the other parent was, it is just something, and you're going to do it on purpose. I just think that that's a certain kind of selfish that's not going to work itself out. And a lot of women can argue, go argue with your mama, but it is what it is. You ain't got to believe me. Just go talk to people who literally had one parent and you ask them. Just ask them, you don't even have to. I mean, just go to the people who are living that life right now and ask them, how would you feel? They will tell you they had a good life. They will tell you that they felt love, but it's going to still be that one piece that is going to be an issue in relationships. It's going to be an issue when they have kids. It's going to be an issue. And, we just have a responsibility to not be so much in our own heads about certain things. And that's a big problem with today's culture and with kids is a lot of the parents are so busy in their own shit that they don't really even notice these kids are struggling with this stuff. They really are.
Ask Diamond at your local strip club how she feels. Yeah,
Not me.
She's gonna tell you that she didn't have a dad, and this is why she sucks dick for $50 in the VIP.
Because dad's what 16 used to say, a dad's job is just to keep his daughter off the pole.
Keep her off the fucking pole, bro. And like, ask Cinnamon how she feels.
That was
when she's shaking her ass for like $75.
That was actually a time that I quoted something from Chris Rock, and I'll never do it again. So this concludes random. It's always random.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Old people in general, stop wearing them ignorant ass Bluetooth pieces in your ear.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right. We have come to the end of, this show was all over the place. I would go and recap about the information for my black friend and OTG, but just look in the podcast description. It's right there, the information where you can find information on OTG on the go for the Sports Authority podcast and for my black friend. So give them a like, a follow, listen, and all that shit counts. So Diva, I'm sure you probably don't remember this. I'll be like, I throw it to you. Hey, give the information. But she's like, no, you got it because I don't remember. But if you want to be a guest on the radio show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. So again, thanks for another Bring a Friend night. Man, we were ranting and we were getting stuff off our chest. We were tossing chicken out here. We got Mason jumping in.
Hi, Mason here with the Mason Coleman's Way podcast.
This ain't got your podcast. This is the radio show. Say thanks for listening to the radio show.
Thanks for listening to the radio show.
Okay. All right.
All right, Mason, appreciate that. That's how you do it.
He just walked in. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
This is his world. This is what happened when you had kids. See, don't have kids. Don't have kids.
Little late in the game for that one.
Don't have kids when you're trying to do a podcast.
I'm surprised my youngest ain't ran up in here yet because it's been long enough. But I will leave it at this. All right. So we appreciate everybody listening, watching, supporting, all that good stuff. So please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the radio show ATL. And that ATL stands for Always Teaching Listeners. And I know you learned something tonight. All right. So thank y'all for listening, watching, and staring at ATL Diva. And we will catch y'all.
She looks so goddamn good. And she believes she can fly. See how I tied it back to R. Kelly? It always
mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Always.